All right, everyone, let's talk a little bit about the toe touch. And if you've never been able to touch your toes, hopefully by the end of this video, you'll at least get a little bit closer. And then you'll watch it again, and then you'll get even closer. But the toe touch, I remember seeing the toe touch way back in the day. Like elementary school, high school, the gym teacher always had us try to touch our toes, see what our flexibility looked like. When you go to a personal trainer or a physical therapist, usually it's pretty standard to see some sort of functional movement assessment, and the toe touch is always in it. And the importance is when you have a good toe touch, usually you have good hip hinging mechanics, which can carry over to things like deadlifts and squats. So let's go over a couple, mistakes that I see when I'm assessing someone for a toe touch. One of the big things I see is instead of shifting the hips back, we need to have good weight shift back with our hips, the hip hinge. Usually I don't see that move, and then people are just trying to bend through their upper back. You know, that can put a lot of stress on the low back. So one of the easiest drills you can do is find a wall, take a small step off of the wall, and then just think about pushing your hips back towards it as you reach down towards your toes. And usually you see an automatic improvement. So if you're at home and you struggle with touching your toes, give this one a try right off the bat. Again, take a small step off of the wall. I like to keep my chest out as long as I can, push the hips back. So this is a great hip hinging movement. And then right when I feel like I get that tension, that stress in my hamstrings, then I'll go ahead and fold over and let my back do the rest of the work, and boom, I can touch my toes. So that's tip number one. Another tip is something called the toe touch sequence. We're gonna place our toes. I have this pad here, and I'm gonna place my toes right on top. And then I need one more thing. Hold on one second. So I'm gonna place the toes on the mat. Maybe you can use like weight plates if you're at the gym. A rolled up towel works great. And then you're gonna put something, maybe like a yoga block or a foam roller or a rolled up towel, again, and put it right between the knees. And then from here, you're going to squeeze your knees into this foam roller. What that's doing is trying to get our inner thighs to work, maybe our core to work a little bit, helps relax the back of the body. And then from here, we're gonna bring our arms overhead, squeeze the foam roller, and then go down, touch the toes, come back up, hands overhead, and we'll repeat that. So I'm actually gonna run through it right now. Maybe we'll go through 5 reps, and then we'll go into the next sequence. So hands up, squeeze whatever's between the knees, and then touch down, back up, touch down, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hands up. Again, this is getting our inner thighs and core to fire up, and then helps relax the back of our body. Let's do 2 more. Squeeze. Back up, last one. Good. Then from there, all we're gonna do is turn around. We're gonna put our heels up onto that pad or whatever you have at home. And then same thing. Foam roller in between the legs. I'm gonna bring this back just so I don't slam my face up against the wall. And from here, another 5 reps. Go down and squeeze the foam roller. Go 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Then, if you recheck your toe touch after those 2 drills, here we go. Piece of cake. I could already touch my toes, but that made it feel way easier, and I could get down further. So, if you're at home and you struggle with a toe touch, make sure you give those a try. The first one, take a small step off the wall. Try to push your hips back onto the wall first, then bend over. And then try the toe touch sequence where we're lifting our toes up onto a mat, something in between our knees, squeezing, hinging over, and then also placing the heels up and repeating that. 5 reps is pretty good. So if you like this video and you were able to touch your toes after this video, or at least got closer, make sure you like this video. If you have any questions, make sure you put it down into the comments below. Subscribe. See you guys next time.